Hello folks, it's AaronNet114 here, and this is an unboxing and a review of the Apollo Pro. I bought this scooter for $531 and took 7 months to come in because it was pre-ordered on Indiegogo. So it's on sale right now for $1,299. It advertised a speed up to 0 to 70. I had it up to 75. It advertises a speed range of 50 to 100 kilometers. Max range, I had it on max settings through 35 kilometers range. I haven't tried it in lower end settings. It sports a hydraulic and rubber suspension system, hydraulic in the front and rubber block on the back for dampening motions. Dual motor, it weighs 93 pounds, and the max load you can shove on here is 330 pounds. When I bought the scooter, Apollo Connect was included with the system, but as of right now, they're selling it separately for $70, and it is what it is, right? So, but it's a much cheaper price. Dual motors. It sports the regenerative braking system, or the RBS, and 30 degrees of incline. It can climb, rated at IP66 rating, which I had some issues with, so we'll go on to that later. You can lock the scooter with Apollo Connect remotely and physically, or you can remotely disable it or turn it off and on with the app. You can change the side lighting and the stem lights through the Apollo Pro app, and you can pick any color in the RGB spectrum. So right now we're just taking off the box here, and it also sports a Bluetooth connectable speaker, which the screws do spin on the side. Other than that, it's a good scooter. And this is the unboxing part. So right now I'm just cutting the 3 pieces of tape on the side of the box there. And I'll give you some more information on the scooter. It features a LED dot display on the scooter, and nominal power on the motor is 1,200 watts times 2, and peak power is 3,000 watts times 2. It gives you peak power of 6,000 watts on the scooter, and it has a Apollo Mach 2 controller. So that's the specs on the scooter. Right now we're just pulling off the side here on the foam, and you see the Apollo Pro and the headset and the scooter on bottom. Disregard what I'm saying here, because what I said was wrong. On each wheel is 3,000 peak watts. It goes 0 to 75 miles an hour, and I guess I'm gonna say 9. Like I previously said, it is well packaged, and on the finished quality of the scooter and final inspection, 10 being the best and 1 being the worst, it's a 7. I did notice some stripped screws on the hub motors themselves, which was kind of annoying. If you spend $5,000 on a scooter or $4,000 on a scooter, it should be perfect in every single way. Some runs on the finish of the paint, but nothing major. So right now you're watching me do some wire management on the headset, because Apollo did give you quite a bit of extra length there, and it's like a double-edged sword. You know, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, and you're better off having extra cord. In my experience of dealing with scooters so far, you can always adjust it as you need, or wrap it up like this and put it in a stem, make it nice and neat. So now I'm taking the straight cut pliers. I'm just going to snip off the tails on the zap straps and then shove it inside the stem, just like that. And you can see my kid on the background running up and down on the foam coverings for the scooter. And then the stem and the socket just mate together just like that. Make sure your brake lines are facing forward, not behind the headset. And now we have 6 M5 screws. It does come with Loctite gel on the threads already, but I did add my own just to be safe. And here we are on to the road test. So this is like previous in the month of running the scooter. So did have a minor issue, but didn't seem to affect it in any way. So that's a good thing. As you see, there is some attachments onto the scooter. I did kit it out with mirrors and a third-party headlight, or they're both third-party mirrors, headlight, and a battery system to run the headlight. Then I bought 2 bags. So I bought a Wildman 4-liter bag off of AliExpress, then a Wildman 3-liter bag off of Amazon. The 4-liter bag cost around $39 off of AliExpress, 2-week shipping. It's worth it. And then I got a 3-liter bag and 2-day shipping for $34 off of Amazon. And the 3-liter bag is used for housing the battery for the headlight, and the 4-liter bag is housing tools, air pump, and also gloves and spare batteries for the Insta360 and batteries for the GoPro. And it's always a good idea to run with tools on your scooter. I've been there and done that and almost been stranded, but thank God I was in the city. I was able to buy some tools. So right now we're watching me run the scooter at nighttime, and as you can see, I have set the side lights to purple and the stem light to orange. And you're looking at the third-party headlight that I bought off of Amazon. The headlight itself costs $39, and the batteries for the headlight was an M18 5 amp hour knockoffs for $65. Came with 2 of them, so that's like $30 a piece almost. And also I bought a M18 step down transformer or converter, so it takes 18 volts at 5 amp hours and steps it down and steps up the amps up to 15 at 12 volts. So there's plenty of battery power to run the headlight for sure. I estimate the scooter battery would die before the headlight would. Anyways, we're looking at some nighttime shots. And as you see in some of this footage here, it does pull, like it pulls up the hills. And you know, I did have this thing up to 75 kilometers an hour with no stem wobble at all. It's a pretty good scooter, all in all. Only cons I would say is if you're running at max settings, like I said before, you only get 34, 35, 40 kilometers range. If you're running at eco settings, you're probably going to get your close to like 90 kilometers of range, which I haven't done yet. And when I first got the scooter, I had to say to you, when I unpacked it and I ran it at nighttime, I wasn't able to drive it to its full potential on my street. I had to go on the road, furrow through road, and let it go balls to the wall. And if you're coming from off a beginner scooter and you're riding this, it really puts a smile on your face. But if you're gonna run it at full speed and with cars and stuff, it's really highly recommended that you buy a helmet, riding gloves, and elbow pads and knee pads are a given. And I would even recommend a chest plate. You can find them off Amazon for like $75 for a chest plate that covers the elbows. And you can also get your D-pads off of Amazon for like $35. D-pads and elbow pads as a kit. Helmet I bought used off the marketplace for $100. So you don't have to buy the Apollo helmet. It's overpriced in my mind. And right now we're going up a hill at 53 kilometers an hour, and we're keeping up traffic. And over here we're in the pitch black. I know it looks not so great, but that headlight is on high beam. It has great visibility of view. They do advertise that the stock headlight to be 1,000 lumens, but when you're using the stock headlight, I find that's way too dim, and I would rather have a third-party headlight like this on. And towards the end of the riding clips, you're gonna see what I mean. So here is our back view of the scooter with the headlight going. I am running the stock headlight with a third-party light to give you a better view of the road, so it's not too many dead spots. And I'm gonna turn on this street and go up the hill, then down, and show you what I mean. And if you did buy the scooter and you're looking for some mirrors, I recommend that the full reach of the mirror from tip to bolt-on be 13 inches at least. So here we go. We can turn off the third-party headlight and see how dim this is. And here we go. That's what comes with the scooter. It's not very bright. I wouldn't recommend going at road speeds with this light at all. This is only good for running at maybe 15 kilometers an hour on a sidewalk. And here's the issue with the Apollo Pro. I got water in my deck of the scooter. When I was set to go and join the ship that night, the scooter was like turning itself on, and I had to put it in park just to get it from turning itself on all night. And here we are, we're drying out the water with a hair dryer. So there was an issue with the foam gasket. the rubber gasket and the foam gasket weren't in line with each other, so we got water in the deck from washing it down, because this water is clean and it has a soapy smell to it. So I found something interesting here. This screw hole goes all the way through here. Hello! That's the kickstand, where the kickstand rests. And the same thing goes here. The screw goes through here and the kickstand's there. That might be another way of water intrusion. And Apollo should have put an extra foam strip by the recess there, which they never did. And that's how water was getting inside the scooter. So this is me. I peeled off all the old foam material gasket for the scooter. I ordered off of Amazon 0.5 mil foam. I got 2 rolls. I barely even used one to reapply it back on. But when doing this, take your time, make sure a clean surface to work on. And where it shows the back end here, where the recess for the latch for folding the stem down, I put a layer on top, and then I put 2 of those 2 lines side by side, so it's almost touching the recess where the stem folds down for the locking mechanism. Other than that, it's been a really good scooter, not too many issues. Customer service for Apollo team is really good. They're really quick to get back to you and answer emails in a timely fashion, and even talking to someone locally in Canada is really amazing for a scooter company. And that was the key reasons why I went with Apollo, because if I had issues, I knew I could contact them and get a hold of them in a timely fashion. Other than that, you see me putting on double-sided tape to hold down the rubber, and that's the only good way to readhere the rubber back to the scooter is to use double-sided tape. You can use contact cement, but over time that may break down. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for the next one, and as always, keep it safe out there. This is Aaron Nat 114 signing out.
In the ring, you'll go out in a bag, 'cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel. I took the red pill.